So my name's Jess Needham. I'm a former patient at Talking Therapies.
Fantastic. You used our long-term conditions service, didn't you? And they specialise in helping people with a long-term health condition learn to live well with that condition. So tell me, how were you feeling before coming to Talking Therapies, and why did you decide to come use our service?
So before coming to Talking Therapies, I actually had a severe needle phobia from trauma from being in and out of hospital when I was younger. So I'd got a lot of trauma. I was very nervous, and I knew I had another open heart surgery coming up. And I felt that now I was an adult, it was the right time to get the therapy, to overcome the needle therapy. I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then I started the referral process and come to Talking Therapies.
I know you have an operation. What was the thought, feeling, trigger point for you to think, right, I need to get that support?
I think it was more thinking, I'm an adult, I need to get help now. I'm not a little child no more, screaming in the corner, not wanting it done. I'm a grown adult, I need to work through it. It was the right time.
Yeah.
And that was sort of made me come.
Yeah, of course. So tell me how Talking Therapies went for you, and you used long-term conditions specifically. Tell me about therapy and how they worked with your condition and that phobia.
So during therapy, they worked with me by chatting about my condition, why I was there, why I needed it. First of all, it was working through the most traumatic bits to then ending up working through the good bits.
And you've gone through all that now. Yeah. How are you feeling now you've come out of the other side? What's it allowed you to do?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good now. So since doing the full therapy, I've now been able to inject warfarin in myself. Whereas before, I wouldn't even look at a needle, I wouldn't look at a picture, I wouldn't go near one. So to go from one extreme of I won't look at anything to being able to inject myself with warfarin is such a big achievement myself.
Absolutely, and well done, because it's hard work to get there. What would you have done before? Would you have had to go to a GP surgery to get that done, or a nurse?
Yeah, so before I would have had to book an appointment, take a family member with me. I would have spent time working myself up over it. Whereas now, I counted to 3, I worked through what I did in therapy and injected myself, and I was so proud afterwards. I had a great feeling about myself.
And so how has therapy changed your life then?
It's changed life for the better, because now I'm not having to book several appointments. I can do my warfarin checks at home, which is just a little prick in my finger, whereas even something as little as that used to scare me before. Whereas now I don't have to go to as many appointments. I can do it all myself. And I don't need as much support, so I don't need my mum or dad or anybody there holding my hand. So it's great all round.
Fantastic. Now you work with our incredible therapist, Aisha. What would you like to say to her if you could?
I would just like to say thank you for everything you've done. So it was great being one of your first therapy patients that you worked with. I learned so much from you. You was absolutely incredible, and I couldn't have asked for a better therapist.
Oh, that's very lovely words. That's fantastic. Should be really happy to hear those. So just finally from me then, if, for example, anyone is in a similar position to you, whether it's a needle phobia or they've got a long-term health condition that's getting them down, what would you say to them if they're kind of teetering on the edge of thinking about coming to Talking Therapies?
I would say reach out, because you don't know until you've tried something whether it is going to work or whether it isn't going to work. There's all kinds of different therapies, so it's not just the same therapy designed for lots of people. they'll tailor it to you and your needs and your therapy.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jess, so much. Thank you.